What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So this is my wife's 2010 V6 Mustang. We're trying to get it ready. We're going down to Mustang Week. The convertible top has had some issues. I'm going to put some pictures in here and showing where the issues are, and then we're going to get started on pulling the convertible top off and putting a new one on. Man, I'd love to change out that engine, but it still runs, so it is what it is. It'll stay in there for now. It unfortunately has the 4.0 and not 3.7, so it even has, some would say, a less desirable V6, but oh well, still gets it down the road. But anyway, here, let's check out these issues on the soft top. All right, so starting right here, it's got some rips, the rear window's separating, a lot of rips and crunching right there where the window or the top collapses. Went ahead and started pulling it off. I didn't record this, I don't know why. Here's what the inside looks like. I took the seats out and took the panels out, and yeah, and I got to work. So here's where my video continues. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Motor Nubs YouTube channel, and today I'm back working on my wife's V6 Mustang, and more importantly, we are replacing the convertible top. So this is not going to be a how-to video. This is just going to be me and you're watching my struggles. So I am going to put the how-to video link down below that I used so far. Everything is matching up. These convertible tops are pretty much the same from like 05 all the way up to 2014. Nothing is really different. It actually is the same exact part number replacement too, so that kind of makes it simple enough. And availability on them is crazy. So I was able to buy a brand new replacement black canvas convertible top with the heated back glass. You don't want to get the vinyl one because it ends up looking like crap like right away. And it was like 300 bucks shipped, so super reasonable. I shopped it around in a bunch of shops around here. It's like $2,000 to $2,500. It is a lot of labor. I've already put probably about 2.5 hours in. I have the top pretty much broke loose. It's held on by a bunch of straps and then a bunch of Torx bits. I got to take this panel off up top, and then I just popped the back rail out. So there's a rail right here, and that sets down inside there, and that's what holds the back of the top and makes it, taut whenever it fully extends. The only tricky part about replacing this convertible top is the back rail. So everything else bolts in and clips in. You can't mess it up. Back here, you have to know how far back to pull the top and then staple it. If you can see right here, it's stapled on. I don't know if my new top has the install line or the chalk line as they call it. Some of them do, some of them don't. It seems to be completely random. So a lot of people are like, go ahead, pull your old top completely off, lay it on the ground, and then you can put your new top on top of it, and you can compare where the install line is. And if it doesn't have an install line, then you can make one. Because if you staple it too tight, you'll never be able to get it closed. And if you staple it too loose, obviously the top's not going to be tight whenever you tighten it down. So, yeah. But let me get back to work, and I will check in with y'all here in a little bit.
Replacing the top? Yeah, trying to. I mean, I got work to do, but
All right, so I got the convertible top off. I checked in the box, got the new convertible top. Mine did not have a chalk line, but it did have the notch right in the middle. There's a little tiny notch that shows where the center line is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip everything in, hang it all back, and then I'm gonna measure off of my original window and then go to this one, put a couple staples in it, and then rotate it forward to see how the tightness is, to see if I need to get it tighter or less tight. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but That's really the only way to do it. And what I'm talking about with this chalk line is you'll buy some of them and it'll literally have a line already drawn on the back, and that's where you're supposed to staple it. This one didn't come with it. Oh well. It did come with the tabs for the heated glass though, so I'm happy about that because some reviews said their glass did not come heated, and I specifically wanted a heated one, you know, for defrosting and that kind of thing. I've noticed on a lot of the videos where I was watching, a lot of people were removing this piece right here. And I don't think that's probably a good practice because most aftermarket tops don't replace this piece right here. This piece is actually what is underneath your glass, but behind your seats. So that way it covers up like where the hydraulic pump is and that kind of thing. And all your lines running for your convertible top. A lot of guys will cut this out because like it's faded or whatever, but then they don't put anything back and it just looks kind of bad. So just be careful on some of the videos I was watching. He literally ripped all that out, put the new top on, and then you can see straight down and see the hydraulic pump. I don't like that. So I'm going to leave the old one, the original one, in there. It is a little faded, but you know what? I'd rather have it faded right there than be seeing mechanical components. Another thing that a lot of people don't touch on are these metal lines. If yours are snapped or broken, they have to be replaced or it won't get a tight seal around the edge. That's what goes in the edge line of your convertible top to then keep that straight and keep it off your windows and tight. If these are broken, they're really cheap to replace. You can go on like American Muscle or LMR, and I think a set of them is like 20 bucks. Super, super easy. All you do is drill the rivet out, and then you can slide this piece off, slide a new line in, and you're good to go. But mine are decent on both sides, so I'm not going to worry about replacing them. What else was there? I think that's about it. Be careful. You don't need to take these straps off. I notice a lot of people will take these straps off, and then they have to put them right back on because it's part of the tension system for the car. You can just leave them on the car and then put your top over top of it. So yeah, wham bam, thank you ma'am. All right, let me start draping this new top over it. I need to go find my staple gun and we can start getting to work. All right, so I got the channels locked in up top. There's 4 channels. Got those locked in. I got the front bar bolted on. And then since mine does not have the line for where to actually staple it, I figured what I'd do is I closed the top all the way and then I came up a little bit. I'm gonna measure the difference and then pull it and see if that measurement works, and if it's got a little bit of tension right there, and see how far off it is, and then I guess just kind of wing it at that point. But that's how she's looking so far. Not bad. Apparently I will need to put this in the sun, and you need to get them really, really hot because they do stretch, but it should be a really tight fit when they're going on brand new. So we'll see how it turns out. So that went ahead and plugged in both of the lines for the cables for the heated section, and then once I get the back stapled, I can start attaching all the side pieces, and we'll be pretty close. All right, so it got pretty hot in the garage and I ended up just calling it, but I did get it done, but I missed one thing, so I have to go back. But yeah, let me show you how it's looking. Came out pretty nice lot. All right, so here she is. Let me get the go back here, get a shot of it. I watched a couple videos and people are like, as soon as you get it on, put it all the way up to stretch it, lock it down, and then put it out in the sun. I caught the tail end of a little bit of sunlight, but it's still, I think it could, no, actually it was a lot more taut earlier, so I think it's stretched out a little bit. I'm really happy with how the top came out. My staple joint right here, I guess that is not perfect because there's a ripple right here. I don't know if that's gonna go away or not, but really happy with the back. It came out super smooth. Luckily, I didn't get that bound up or anything. It's just at that corner, and then this corner right here got a couple ripples. But compared to what it was, this is leaps and bounds ahead. Now, the thing that I did forget is this one right here. So I'm gonna have to break it all loose and unbolt. There's just a small one, unbolt that, lip it up underneath there, and then bolt it back. If you've watched the video on how to do it, it's not very hard. It's just like the last piece, and I was like heat exhausted basically when I was doing this. So that's why you're just now seeing me now. It's like 4 hours later. But yeah, so I am actually really happy with it. My wife came out and looked at it because this is her car, and she's like, oh my God, yes. I'm not gonna get rained on, you know, whenever it rains anymore, because the old top literally had holes in that corner, and on the back glass. So anytime it would rain, it would just literally go into the back of the car like nonstop. That's what I was talking about. I don't know if you can barely see it or not. So I left the old cover in the back, so that's covering up like the pump and everything, so you can't see it. Obviously do what you want with your own stuff. Casualties of war. These are scratches, unfortunately. Everybody suggested like put mats or blankets here. I had a blanket on one side, I didn't have it on the other side. I shifted it too fast, it jumped over here and scratched it. Not the end of the world, because we were planning on painting this car here soon anyway, because like the front end and the hood super faded. I don't know if you can tell, but like this is a different color than this, because this car wasn't an accident. It's been pieced back together. You can see it right there. It's like really faded in this corner. But just gonna throw a little cheap paint job on it, a little Mako or a Kano special. So those little scratches aren't the end of the world, but still stinks anytime you get a scratch or a ding or a dent or anything. But I'm really happy, really happy with how it came out, because a lot of people were like, oh, don't do it yourself, it's so hard. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I got quoted like anywhere from like $1,800 to $2,500, and this is a $300, not even $300, like $250 top off of eBay. I'll try and find the link for the auction down below and put it in the description, but I'm super happy with it to save almost, you know, $2,000. Is it as good as they would have done? Probably not, but you know what? I'm happy. I'm real happy. So I'll fix that, and I'm sure we'll venture back to this car. We're trying to get both of them ready for Mustang week. She's gonna drive hers down, I'm gonna drive mine. It's gonna be a good time. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Peace out.